So do you hear your bones cracking? Someone else had mentioned this during one of the live streams under like, do you feel that? Are you feeling this? And someone said as they move, it feels like their bones are cracking in their backs, in their legs, in their knees, in their neck. Um, and you know, I was sitting there thinking about this, how we're all, not all, but some of us, a lot of people are getting these aches and pains. These feel like their necks are strained and their joints are really sore. So I thought, well, what if time really was, I was thinking, so what if time really was sped up and our body's internal clock or whatever, somehow it has sped up too in the aging process. I don't think that's too hypothetical to say that if time was to be sped up, that our body's internal clock sped up too. And the only way we have to recognize it is what we're feeling with our bodies at our age right now. Is Ash, your knees are worse. So really that, I could picture that. I really could picture that if time were sped up. Because you know it says if those days had not been cut short, no one would survive. Um, and time, well, we wouldn't know personally. I don't think we realize, but perhaps our bodies sense it on the inside, faster on the inside, causing the joints hurting, the crackling, and all of that. Um, well, if it's buffering badly, I guess I'm not supposed to be talking about this because I've got a really good signal. Okay, you got it's better now, Ash Linton. Yeah. So if your bones are cracking, if your joints are hurting, if you got a stiffness that you never had before, any of that stuff, and if time was sped up, perhaps our bodies realize it. That's another theory. Other than, you know, you got attacked in your dream state and or the 5G and or all this other stuff happening and it's affecting our bodies. Hello. Hello, everyone. Um, okay. So, the doctor told you that you have a frozen shoulder. And Jean, Alice, did it happen all of a sudden? Is it like all of a sudden you woke up and now your shoulder is frozen? Having pain that you didn't used to have, your bones stretching. Um, well, I know that was a thing that they did to torture people. You pull their body parts apart. Um, wow. See, and that right there, that gets me. It really does get me. When you wake up, you're fine one day, and then, you know, you wake up and then you have all this pain that you never had before, and it feels as if your body has aged and it has been accelerated. Hello, Apple Brooks. So I had just thought of another theory that if time indeed was sped up, maybe our bodies know it and our bodies are aging on the inside, and that's what's happening to people. That could be another theory right there, or something that caused it. It's the other theory. That's the initial theory. We got attacked in our dream state, okay? We got attacked in our dream state by interdimensional beings who were let in by CERN because a great portal had opened. Portals opened. Hello, kitty, honey. You gotta get some sunlight. Yes, you do. Her's a little girl. Yes, her is. Kitty's so happy. So, that's what it felt like for me when I initially woke up, and my knees, I felt like they bent them backwards in my dream state. I got attacked. Yes, that's right, you all. Um, it looks like your little baby. I got a girl kitty. She's an elder kitty, but she's a little girl. That's what she is. Random pinch or stab feeling. One time, a couple years ago, maybe 3, when I was walking on the treadmill, I was doing a live YouTube video or something, or Facebook video. As I was walking, I felt as if a knife stabbed me in the back, right in the middle of my back. And I thought, what on earth is that? That's the only time I felt something like that. We are, well, I like that theory that we are ascending, and hopefully the changes that we feel in our body, the changes that are occurring in our body doesn't worsen to the point where we become crippled and our body don't heal. I hope it doesn't get to that point, or we end up in a far worse situation than we are now. So ascension, yeah, if our body's going to miraculously, get better, I could see that. But if it's going to get worse, and that's how it's going to be, and we're going to leave this world with our body so dilapidated and so painful, concept, it is. But it's a theory, it is. Yes, Ash, we are getting younger, not older. Time is moving up because the dark energies at play are doing that. Well, I don't feel like I'm getting older, younger. I don't. My body is, in fact, telling me something totally different. Just a couple months ago, I felt really young. I really did. I could do all kinds of things. I was normal. I was living a normal life. There was no pain. There was no nothing. Then all of a sudden, bam, now my body has aged, and it's like I've got swelling in my knees, fluid on my knees, like arthritis in my knees. And when a lot of people woke up with neck pain and back pain and massive migraines and nauseousness and all that kind of stuff, I think they felt a lot older. And they wonder, what's happening, because it affects people from all walks of life, and it didn't matter whether they were spiritual, whether they were evil. It didn't matter. It didn't matter. It was affecting them regardless. And I know not everybody, according to the ascension things, surely, no, let me just see. If you are a low vibration, according to the ascension theory, and I don't know much about it, but I can kind of grasp it. If I keep my vibration high within me, I'm going to ascend within my spirit. I am. My spirit is going to grow stronger within me, and I'm going to have more insight than I have. The growth is going to occur inside my spirit. Now that's me. But if I was a low vibration, I wouldn't have no growth occurring at all. I wouldn't. I think and I don't think I'd ascending if I was a low vibration, a very negative individual, and I'm having all these pains on my knees and my neck and my back. I wouldn't be able to say that to a murderer. And they say, well, I'm feeling this and I'm feeling that. I'm not going to tell them it's because you're ascending. You're ascending to 5D. How could you ascend to an evil entity? How could you have those symptoms and yet it be attributed to those who are of a higher vibration, who are positive, but yet they're feeling the same thing as the negative? See, that's where I'm a little bit confused about that situation. But if the pain that I'm feeling in my body and everyone else is feeling in their body, if it is due from ascension symptoms, then this pain um, will leave us. And hopefully it's not through the physical death of our body on this earth. If that truly was an ascension, and the only way we get our new body is a physical death. Okay, that's what I'd say. Yeah. It does. It feels like an attack, and there are interdimensional beings who do have that ability to attack us from the other realm, not just in our dream state, but in any state. Any state, they can attack us. Um, and just think that realm is like right here, right here. What happened to me was not good. It was not good that I woke up and I could not even bend my knees. The pain was horrific. And that wasn't good for me. And it's not good for me that now I have swelling all on my knees. I cannot bend down on my knees. That's not good. And I'm personally not going to attribute it to ascension. I'm not. Because I don't feel that. And I can assure you other people who are not into that, they're not going to attribute that to that. They're going to attribute it to being attacked. Hello. Hello. Yeah, you had that these past few days. You see that flash just now occurred. Gina, there feels like you have aged 10 years. I know, but your mind is positive. Christy, see, that's right. That's right. That's how I feel. I am looking at myself now, and I'm thinking, you know, I can't do the things that I used to do now because my body now is limiting me. My body is. But my mind, it's ever sharp. My mind, my spirit is still young within me. But this body is getting old. It is getting old, and I can feel it. The internal workings of my body is getting old, and you can feel it too. And you know what? In the big scope of life, it's okay. We will adapt. I am already adapting. I would encourage you to adapt and make the best of your situation that you're in. Make it as comfortable as possible. The pain that you're feeling, the pain that your children may be feeling, the pain that your parents or your loved ones may be feeling due to the stiffness of the neck, the backaches, the straining, the soreness, all of it, the migraine, all of it. Try your best to maintain a comfortable level so you can be comfortable. Yeah, don't dwell on the negative. Please don't dwell on it because it's going to make you depressed if you do. All of that. Yeah, Kitty is a sweet little baby. Kitty, honey, what you doing? You got to get some sunlight? Okay. You know you do. That's right. Kitty loves it. So, hello. Cod liver oil. I've never had cod liver oil. That's right, I haven't. So you all, there's many different theories out there, and some may cling to more theories than others. They may. And they may tune out all other theories except one theory. But it's good to be aware of all the theories that are out there. That way, you know what's going around, all the different theories. You're cracking up. Well, that's good that you can crack up, as long as it's in a good way, not if your body is in pain. Not if your body's in pain. I don't see no ships right now. I don't. But that's right. You can't get up in the morning without making cracking noise. Menopause. Some people may have been thrown into menopause early. They really may have. And yeah. I personally don't see it getting any better. Although we can do our best to make our lives as as best as we can, make it better for ourselves to cope and to continue on. We can do that, to maintain some type of normality, even though the world is changing, our bodies are changing. We can do that. Kitty, honey, you got to go in. You got to go in. Go on. What you do? You got to get your shoes on to weed eat? You can come out here and get your shoes on and weed eat. Go on. Quit that. Kitty, honey, you got to go in. Go on. Kitty, get in that house. Get in that house. Get in the house, Kitty. Go on. You got to go in. Go on. Go on, Kitty. You got to go. Okay, her had to go. She wanted to go in, and she just needed a little bit of encouragement. Even though her joints are aching. That's right. Your cats do the same thing. Yeah. Have you noticed that if you feed your animals a certain type of animal food, pet food, that their furs are not as soft as they would be if you fed them another type? Yeah. Bursts of energy and tired. Yeah. Well, if I had my druthers, I'd rather burst of energy and tiredness than no energy at all. As long as we have each other, it makes it much easier. Absolutely, Jean Alice. That's right. As long as we have each other, as long as we're able to continue to communicate and stuff. There is the breeze. It's so nice out, you all. Now see, the wind chimes even agree. Yeah, they think it's wonderful. Let's look at that barometric pressure. It really does feel nice, you all, in the shade. Feels really good. Yes, it does help immensely. Until probably a couple years ago or 3 years ago, maybe a couple years ago, I never heard anything about it. Then all of a sudden, I started hearing more and more and more, and I don't know where it came from. I don't know the origins of the ascension theory. It's easy to know the origins of like 5G, the hazards of 5G, just like the hazards of radiation on your body. When you go get x-rays and stuff, you have a certain level of that exposure that's not good to you, because that's scientifically backed up and stuff. But for the feeling all the pains, what gets me is, and I don't really have nothing against that theory, the ascension theory, but it mimics the same symptoms of someone, the effects of 5G, what it does to your body. That's the only thing that gets me. How can they be the exact same things, the exact same symptoms, the 5G and ascension symptoms, and then yet a fine line is drawn to where that's because that's what it is. So I don't understand it, you all. I don't. But it's good to know. It really is good to know what others are thinking. You burn water. How can you burn water? DSB. I don't know, you all. I really don't know. But I hope everybody who's feeling pain, if you're feeling pain and your children are feeling pain, or your loved ones, your friends, someone you know, they're feeling a lot of pain in their bodies, I just hope that that pain that they feel subsides. I really do. I hope it doesn't get worse. I hope it doesn't take a turn for the worse. I hope that you're able to lean on each other and find strength in one another too. I really do. so that you can weather all of this that you're going through, because it is a trial. It is a trial that we're in. It's not easy. Nobody wants it to. You wouldn't have wanted to wake up, feel the pain in your neck and your back, and then your joints and your shoulders and all that, and the massive migraines and the extreme exhaustion. Nobody wants that. But you see, you didn't have a choice. If you had a choice, if I had a choice, no, I would not have wanted to wake up to where my knees are forever changed and I was in pain. Or the first thing, wake up with your back hurting so bad and your neck that you couldn't even turn your head. If we had a choice, none of us would have agreed to that, but I don't think we had a choice. I don't. So that's why I say I hope that everyone who's feeling pain, I hope that you're able to endure it. I hope it goes away. And I hope you can find strength in one another and be there for one another. I really do. Whether you feel it's ascending or whether you feel you're attacked or anything like that, or 5G, it doesn't take away the real world effect on our bodies, whether it's ascension, whether it's 5G, whether it's an interdimensional attack. It doesn't take away what we're feeling, because we are literally feeling it, and it's hard going through it. It's very hard, because we want to be able to live the normal lives that we used to live, and it's getting more difficult day by day, okay? It's what I feel about it, okay? The real world experience, the feelings that we're feeling, regardless of any type of theory that you may adhere to. So, with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And thank you for sharing, okay? Love you.